Taking a look at today's equity index futures markets, let's look at the Russell futures as they're demonstrating some relative strength today. Russell futures higher for a second session, up about 1.5% on the day and nearing the intraday highs right around the 2020 level as we move towards the close. And when we look at some of the factors contributing to the price action today in the equity markets, really it looks like a rotation for one. We are experiencing what appears to be a rotation into some of the smaller cap names. When you look at the Dow actually lower on the session, we're seeing some higher price action in the NASDAQ and the S&P, but the Russell showing the most relative strength today. Couple that with earnings continuing to work through the market, strong earnings season for the most part, and some of the concerns that we had in the markets early in January are filtering out of the market as we are looking at the S&P and the NASDAQ going to new all-time highs once again today, and it does appear that that's working its way into the small cap names as well, as the Fed continues to indicate that cuts are coming, maybe later than anticipated, and that had some selling pressure or initiated some selling pressure early in the week in the Russell. But then as the markets maintain this upward momentum, it appears that the Russell markets are, and the small cap markets are benefiting from the last couple of days of price action. And looking at the general trends, with today's price action, the Russell futures trading near the top end of the range for 2024, but still below all-time highs and still well below even the December highs. But when you look at the overall markets, higher price action in 3 out of the 4 major equity index futures markets, with the NASDAQ higher by about 1%, the S&P higher by about 50 basis points or a little over 0.5%. But the Dow, the laggard today, as the Dow futures are flat to lower on the session, and so we're seeing a rotation there. And the Russell futures, as I mentioned, showing the most relative strength today, up about 1.5% on the day.